Right now I've got the battery connected. I had it disconnected, so basically turn this, you can see the light flashing and you can see it unlocks it. Let me show you another feature Volkswagen has. So you go into the unlock and you go in twice and then hold this and the windows roll down. Now to get it back, you have to lock and hold, and it goes up part way. Let me see if you can see that if I zoom out a little bit. And it goes up just a little bit more. Now both sides are up. So when you get into one of these cars, even though these are kind of old technology, they do tend to work pretty good. Let's just do it that way. Let's just see what it does. Gotta keep a magnet on it at all times or else the thing falls. You start all over again. Whew. Be here all day. Or take the window out, take the door panel, inner door panel off because it's bolted in. I think I'm gonna lose my battery. Oh, got it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's coming. Come on, don't you freaking do that. There it is. That's a piece I'm missing. Now to get that put back in there is going to be a feat like no other. Sits in there just like this. I put this in, and these back teeth right here, this thing is sitting like this, like this. I think when you turn that flat screw, pull it out, I think it goes this way. These things are so hard to hold on to. Alright, now inside here, inside this little hole, there's a, let me see if you can see it, right inside there, there's a little 15mm screw looking thing, and it's there to hold that lock cylinder in place. What that does is it sits up inside there, and there's usually a cam that comes around it. It kind of holds it in place. It screws it into place, kind of like a cam, I guess is the only thing I can describe it as. So what you have to do is, we're going to take some of PB Blaster's dry lube and spray it up inside here. Spray it on the other side. Now here are the locks. Now, I borrowed this one. It's from another car. I'll show you the difference. This is the first set I got. This is the second set I got. The difference is this little piece right here. This one's opposite and this one is right. These are the cheaper ones. They're usually $13. These are about $25. For some reason, the ones that fit are always the most expensive for some stupid reason. But anyway, so I've got to use this one here. Now the way this goes in, as I was explaining to you, see those little teeth in there catch that right there. There's one there, there's one there. And this thing has to go in here just ever so carefully. And once you get it in there, the forcing screw is right inside here. So you're going to tighten that, and what that's going to do is it's going to tighten those fingers around that lock. So let me put the camera down a second. So down inside here, that's the piece you've got to have, and that's going to clamp right into here. But you've got to pull this out just a little bit, and then force it in there. I can only do it with two hands. It's just fiddly as all get out. So let me set the camera down. But what I was going to say is that once you get this thing all done together, then it should be good. But I'm going to show you something here in a second too. Alright, so this is the inner part of the door on that Jetta. So what I'm doing, you've got to pull this inner door panel off. I don't know if they consider this the inner or what they do. My book doesn't show a name for it. Sorry about the camera wobbling. Get my hand around here. Okay, so you've got to pull your door or your window tracks. They've got to be lowered down to a certain point and then pulled loose. And what that does is it clamps around the window inside here. So I've got the window taped, hopefully so it didn't pull the paint off. And then once you pull all these bolts out, you've got to pull this. These are those oddball Volkswagen, Audi, whatever they are. You have to pull these two out, and then there's a cable right inside here. Let me see what I can find. Still don't have all my damn tools. You can see that screw inside there. So once you tighten that, what that does is it rolls that clip around there, and then it holds this in place. See, now it's solid. See, I can lock it, unlock it. Of course, it's kind of moving kind of funny because there's the door panel's not on there, but that is how that's supposed to work. You got to make sure everything is lubricated pretty well, otherwise this thing will backfire on you and then it'll start giving you problems. That's what I'm finding. Anyway, most everything else is going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to lower the glass down. It's going to go into these channels that are cupped like this, and it'll lay down in the channel. You know, I'll just I can't do this with two hands. I gotta anyway. So it lays down the channel, both of them, then you tighten these Torx bolts, and then that kind of just clamps that into place, and then everything goes back together. You got to make sure that this thing is tight. That this is not only the power window motor, but this is a power window module. It actually controls door locks and a few other things from what I can see. Anyway, there's a huge bunch of wires on it, so you're going to make sure that that goes in, gets stuck in here. And then to tighten that one, of course, you've got to push this lever right here, and it's got to snap into place. And it closes. As you push that in there, it closes together. If it pops it back out, it'll never work. The door locks won't work and all kinds of other stuff. So anyway, I think most everything is pretty much straightforward. You know, this kind of pops into place. I put a little lube on that with my spray jizz and some other things. So anyway, I think that pretty much catches you up to date on the Jetta and Volkswagen and their pain in the butt door locks. So I'm going to go with a thumbs up on this one. Like, share, and subscribe if you like, and we'll see you on the next one.